Hey everyone, Mr. Steve here with Mr. Kevin, and we want to thank you guys for joining us. We hope everyone is doing well. With that said, we'll get started. So we'll stand up straight, and a sign of respect, we will bow. So we're just getting warm with our break falls into our ground fighting stance. Once you're on your back, again, you can move it a little bit, throw one kick, and then stand in base. So we're going to do this just for 1 minute. I need my timer. Oh, wait. No. It's gotta be. No. Okay, good. Echo! Start! 1 minute, let's go. Right to the ground, please. Stand up, let's keep moving. Less than 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, echo! Pause! Very good. So, we were working on movement with open hand palms. I want to work back our covers into our linear movement drill. So again, even since we don't have pads, even like if you have like a big cushion, it would be kind of awkward for that to simulate a punch. Often, the easiest thing to do is just have your partner use an open hand, and just go super light. Again, from our guard stance, where our hands are up relatively high and open, with a posture that doesn't look too aggressive. If I need to cover, really it's a full body motion. Remember, it's not just me lifting my arm to my head, it's I bend my knees, I try to shift my way forward, I do tuck my chin as I shrug my shoulders. At the same time, I'll bring the meat of my wrist to my ear, bring my arm into my face to my arm. I'm again bracing for impact. My other hand is up. My eyes can see forward, but my elbow should be in front of my mouth as I oblique crunch, and I'm bracing, ready to absorb a powerful shot. For now, again, we'll work with a cushion or anything that you feel comfortable striking. Again, with an open hand, but still being mindful about being safe. What we're going to do is we're going to work on moving in all 4 directions. So whoever has the target will move, and the person who's striking will follow. If I back up, he'll move forward, right? By opening our feet, right? If I move forward, he moves back. We'll side or side. Now, whenever I want, I'm going to give a light open hand strike to the side of his head. Mr. Kevin's going to keep his eye center chest, but he'll cover with the same side arm as the strike. So if I swing my side, he'll swing, boom. If I swing, boom. And again, giving level appropriate contact. I'm not hitting him too hard, but I'm making a little bit of contact, making sure that he's got good balance. If I'm making contact and my partner steps and loses their base, they need to be able to brace for that impact. So we'll do this just for 1 minute. Oh, and then whenever I want Mr. Kevin to pump, I just hold the pad out and he can give me 2 palms, either way palm. So we'll be moving, covering, palm. I can move. Nice and easy. 1 minute. All right. Echo. Play. And go. Control. Good balance. 30 seconds. That's 10. And time. time. Echo! Pause. Very good. So we want to incorporate our break falls and ground fighting stance now into this exercise. So how are we going to incorporate the break fall? We'll be off of a cover. So Mr. Kevin's in front. We're still moving laterally, forward or backwards. I can still swing you. When I swing, he's going to cover, no problem. But with a pad, he'll palm. But when I swing and make contact and say down, I'll say down. Mr. Kevin will do a break fall, because even either meaning the shot got through, or even if he's still covered, the force of the shot was enough to knock him over if he wasn't balanced. Once he hits the ground with a safe break fall, I will try to move. When I want, I step in, presenting the target. Again, like every striking drill, we're not focusing on power as much as we're focusing on good technique and safety. Oh, with that, he's going to kick, boom. He goes to get up, I touch, and he's up, and we're back to moving. He can palm, he can just cover. He's not just falling anytime he covers. But if I say, down, and we're moving, kick, boom, he gets up, boom, fast. Remember, I'm just to provide a little sense of urgency. The moment he kicks, I turn, I'll touch the ground with the pad, and then I get right back in the person's face. And you know, if we were all mats, I wouldn't mind, you know, shoving the person down. If you're at home on a hard floor, you know, you got to be safe. But just giving them that pressure, though, to realize, wow, if I'm gonna, you know, I'm on the ground in a self-defense situation, my goal is to get to my feet as quickly as I can. And you know, if I'm gonna create space, it's get up. All right, 1 minute. Echo. Play. Let's go. Down. Down. 10 seconds. Down. And time. And go. Pause. Very good. Awesome. So again, when we talk about a self-defense situation, number one, if we end up on the ground and it wasn't from us initiating a takedown on someone else, but whether they hit us or take us down, break falling is the most important thing, because if I hit my head and get knocked unconscious, then nothing else is going to matter. But then after I break fall, being able to get to my feet as quickly as possible, right? Be able to kick, right? If there's space, and then get up. So we are switching gears from more of the self-protection into more of the grappling technique. So we use a different stance again. Instead of my hands being worried about being punched, our biggest concern when we're grappling, we're not punching. So it's someone getting to my hips, getting to my legs. So my elbows would be a little bit lower, my stance would be a little bit wider, my knees are bent. My neck is so strong I don't want someone to pull my head down, but I don't need to have my hands up super high. And when we're working our single leg to the mount, I want to work off of our post again. I know a lot of people at home are working with mom or dad. Mom or dad are usually taller. And so this is a great technique that you would be able to use against someone taller by lifting whatever they're using to keep you away. So I face my partner again in a good grappling stance. You can put both hands or one hand on either shoulder or even my forehead, right? And I'm going to take my hands underneath. I'm going to lift. But when I lift, I also bend from my legs. I don't want to just try to lift with my upper body. It's I lift up just a little bit as my knees bend a little bit. The moment I get underneath, I'm going to step in, being very careful not to hurt my neck. Really, I do want my forehead to make contact, but that's by shrugging my shoulders, and again, it's almost like being very mindful. I'm not banging my neck, I'm not banging it, but I got to get my head to their body. So when he touches, it's here, boom, and I'm in. I square my feet. Remember, I connect my hands. My hands, when they grip, they pull in towards me as my legs lift. And normally, there's a dozen ways we can finish this. Right now, we're focusing on a safe transition to the ground. So yeah, I'll turn my hips like I'm gonna run the pipe, but really it's Mr. Kevin doing a good break fall by bending slow and deep, taking him down. And now I'm gonna transition to the mount. He's gonna push, and we're gonna work our straight arm lock. Remember how I trap the arm? My knee goes to his ear. Knee to ear. When my knee touches, my other foot's gonna turn. And when I'm here, I don't wanna, I don't have to have all my weight. My partner, if I'm a lot bigger, I'll put my hand on the ground so that my weight is over them, not just crushing down, but I'll control the wrist. Step over the head, my knees are bent, feet to my bottom, control the arm, get as deep as possible as I pull his elbow over my inside hip. I bridge my hip, I pull the arm down, I bridge my hips up with control. They tap as soon as they feel it, and I let go. So, from our feet, our partner posts. I lift, and I get inside. Remember, if possible, I would actually have to clear their hands right before they post on my shoulders. But if I'm behind or I'm slow or they make contact, I can absolutely do it right after. So ideally, he goes to reach right before, but if it happens when he makes contact, I do the same thing. I lift as I bend. Inside. Notice my back is straight. It's all bending from my leg. I lift. Take my partner down with control. They're going to push. Obviously, if you're more experienced, your partner doesn't have to push, but it's a good thing to help you get through the motion. Control, slow and easy. We'll do this for 1 minute. I want to see control in the break fall and control in the arm bar. Right? Echo! Play! Seconds. And time. Echo! Pause. So, great work. Control, good safety. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with we'll be working our escapes from under the mount in a minute.